Live! Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us for the Spring 2025 Splatoon 3 Finals. My name's Roland, and I'm joined by my co-caster, Reyes. Not co-caster, fellow caster. Today, for the finals, we are hosting for Bookwood High School, as well as FCS Innovation Academy. First, we're going to start off with a turf war against the two teams, and the lineup's been pretty good this year. You want to talk about them quick? My bad.
So honestly, Roland, what do you think? Who do you think's gonna win?
Honestly, with how aggressive FCS has been, I'm pretty sure they have the upper hand, since Brookwood is more of a strategic team instead of
Oh,
being.
definitely. But I mean, they each equally have a really good chance at winning this. It's
Yeah,
just
definitely. But with how aggressive FCS has been playing for the past two matches, I'm pretty sure they might have this one in the bag.
what was it? What was the standing? It was a 1-3, right?
So for FCS, they had a 3-1 win against Carrollton High School, and Brookwood had a 3-2, winning by a slight margin in Clam blitz.
I see. I see. So let's see what they choose. What map?
Heggish, I do believe. The first
Uh,
map is going to be Heggish Wood, I think. All right,
okay, so out,
Hagglefish Market.
out of all the players here,
All right.
who do you think's gonna be coming out on top? MVP.
Honestly, some key people to look at is going to be Pokets, who's going to be a very good slosher character. He he
Oh
usually
yeah,
takes the
definitely.
high ground advantage to push back the other team. And for the opposite team, we're going to look at probably Dragu. This is a
Oh,
good
Drago.
sniper.
I mean, yeah, he did have some really nice plays in these matches. He was able to just absolutely wipe the other team at one point.
Yeah, there's been many squad wipes, but it's not as many as you expect, honestly.
No,
So
definitely.
it's honestly just going to be how good the team plays together, and whoever gets first pushback. Once you get the lead, you just have to like keep going with the momentum. And if they lose the momentum, it's going to be hard to regain that.
What key strategies have we been seeing throughout the matches?
A lot of flanking by auto rifles. So
Definitely.
basically, some of the guys were hiding on the enemy's team's spawn, and they would rush the guys and use rainwaters.
So let's see. We definitely have some key strategies from individual players as well. Have we seen any of those?
Well, I'm pretty sure it was Tacos who actually went into the enemy's backlines and prevented them from pushing out to spawn too much
Really?
until they killed him. Yes,
Oh.
but not
Let's
really.
let's talk about
Just
the game itself. What are we thinking about the game?
well, the meta right now is mostly for depending on what game mode you're playing. If you're going with turf war, then you're going to want the what they say is really the last minute
Mhm.
matters. So if you have a bunch of rollers, maybe some swashers, splashers, it'd be really good. All right.
Looks like they're gonna be starting up soon, so
Yes, the players are currently warming up in the training lobby.
definitely. It looks like teams have just been selected.
Yep.
So,
So for yellow team, we have Joof, Dragu, Tacos, and Potatoes. Representing Brook. Is it Brook? Uh, no, I'm talking about the color sheet. Okay. Okay. Opposite, actually. It's going to be. All right, perfect. Thank you. So FCS is actually yellow, and purple is going to be Brookwood High School.
interesting.
So I got the two confused completely.
Do we think the colors can play into the match at all?
Not really. The colors aren't really affected,
It
but
well, what I see when I play is
and we begun.
oh, it looks like we're starting.
Yes. Here we go.
All right, turf war. What?
We have potatoes,
Hagglefish.
tacos, drago, and juice representing FCS. Dinosaur, and then it gives Pokets, and I couldn't see the last one time.
Let's see how this
Representing
match goes.
Brook.
Okay, so we got a 56 gal, I believe. We have a slosher, tri-stringer, and
It seems they're trying to get a good mantle of where to go and push
Yeah,
up,
definitely. It
trying to
does
take
seem
the other
like
team's turf.
that Brookwood is actually making a decent push.
For how
Exactly, proves my
aggressive,
point right there.
yes,
Aggressive.
for how an aggressive team FCS, they're not centering themselves enough to actually get a good handle on the other team, while the other team's grouping up considerably. But this could also be their downfall if there's any AoE ultimates being popped at their
Yeah.
fronts.
And then currently we have one of their players from FCS just absolutely evading the other team. Ah, there we go.
All right.
But it does look like FCS is currently in the lead. But if they want to maintain that lead, they have to continue playing aggressive, strategic, and just communicating with
This is
each other.
completely true. FCS is using the current momentum by the Whales to push back the enemy team to reclaim the lost territory they lost.
Definitely. And then FCS has just been like, they're using their subs really well, using walls just to block movement from Brookwood.
Yes, but Brookwood's using the efficiency of Crab Tank to actually push back and destroy the walls before they can do any considerable blockage.
It actually looks like they're losing right now.
The walls can actually really good area denials against Brookwood. But
Exactly.
Brookwood's actually destroying them quite fast using the cola machine to actually get above to push the enemy team.
Okay, so it looks like we got super out right now.
We have a Crab Tank being popped, pushing up against
Ooh,
FCS.
and it just looks like he got 2
Brookwood's
kills.
taking the lead against FCS as they push back into the other spawn.
But
But
it looks
FCS
like
is taking a flank again, as mentioned in previous matches. They love to get into the enemy spawn.
and it seems like FCS has been just launching Tenta missiles to push back the opposing team.
Well, I think they can get enough momentum and time to push back.
I mean, it's about even right now.
He's gonna be.
Ah, there goes one of our Brookwood players.
Okay, alright. My bad.
It does look like Brookwood is losing. FCS definitely has been making a decent
Well, all
push.
that matters is the last few seconds they have. FCS
Definitely.
absolutely rushing into the Brookwood
So-
spawn.
So far, we haven't seen
Brookwood
any
trying to
wipeouts
get a
this match.
mantle, but getting splatted, and the
Let's
game
see-
goes to. Let's see the results.
And it
seems
like
FCS has won
we don't know yet.
with a considerable margin at that.
And look at them go.
FCS probably using those sloshers to get really good pushes through.
Exactly.
Utilization of those walls really cut off the Brookwood's advance.
Let's see who that MVP player was.
The MVP for FCS had to be Dragon.
And the
He had the most turf covered with the bow of his. He kept the enemy in check, as well as popping multiple whales and killing his adversaries.
yeah, that definitely came in handy for his team. Without it, area denial would have been almost impossible.
That is very true. It seems they're gonna change up the current strats for the next game mode, Rainmaker.
Yes, this next mode typically consists of the teams trying to get this really overpowered weapon to the opposing team's side.
I wouldn't really say it's overpowered for how long it takes to charge, but if the enemy team can actually get a good charge in, they can absolutely destroy the enemy team if they're
Oh, absolutely.
the other team if they're together. For how wide the explosive capacity is, the area effect, I should say.
Now in this match, what do you think's gonna go different?
Honestly, from how I've seen it, Brooke has done really well in turf and Rainmaker matches.
Definitely. Let's see what map they choose. Ooh, that's an interesting choice.
And the next map is Umumami Ruins. I think I said that wrong, but who cares? Umamai.
In this one, who do you think's gonna be the main MVP?
Honestly, probably Brooke, because we've seen them turn back, losing previous turf wars, but absolutely taking it back at Rainmaker.
Oh,
Similar to FCS though, the only match they lost was Turf War. But really, it just comes to how good the other enemy team is at keeping the others in check, as well as forming up and pushing together.
yeah. It's clear that each team has their pros and cons. So this match could go either way.
Definitely. Hopefully, we can see some good kill to death ratio from Pocket this round.
Definitely.
Maybe maybe some good pointage from Drago if he can get enough turf covered. But that doesn't matter. But whoever has the most turf covered, they have more maneuverability when they're rushing the enemy's side to plant the Rainmaker
I
and
mean,
push on the inside.
if either if one person can get to the back lines and just get a wipeout for on the opposing team, it's basically a free win for.
With how skilled the other team is, it's going to be very unlikely for them to actually get one.
That is something hard to actually pull off, but it's possible.
It truly is, but we're just going to have to see how it goes. Seems
This
both teams are readying up in the practice arena,
Yeah,
practicing their
definitely.
skills and their aim.
From what I've seen, it you are right. It does seem like Brookwood is a lot more strategic compared to FCS.
And here we are. Both teams have been selected.
Mhm. Looks like they're about to start.
FCS
soon.
going with a traditional splatter shot, along with a 52 gal, a minigunner, and a slosher. Minigunner is going to be really good to keep the enemy team in check with the range it has, as well as how fast it can produce ink pellets. The slosher is amazing for overall coverage at a single point. Good for pressing against the enemy team, but not as good.
I'm
as
actively rooting for Potatoes. He is using the splatter shot, which is my favorite weapon on this entire
I mean,
game.
it's one of the starter weapons, after all. It's the second one, after the Splash Shot Junior. But we're just going to have to see how the enemy team handles them.
Ooh, looks like we got
From the enemy team, we are seeing a sniper, a sword, a rocket launcher of some sorts, I do believe, and a similar slot.
That is Nautilus, I believe. It's a type of minigun.
Ooh.
It has a way quicker charge up than
Blue
other.
is taking Rainmaker from them and is currently trying to push to claim it. But
Yeah.
FCS is preventing them from actually claiming and pushing up with the Rainmaker. Currently, both teams are neutral, and we just got 2 splats on Brookwood.
It
FCS
looks
pushing
like
up to the first
FCS,
point, and they got the first checkpoint.
But I mean, Brookwood isn't actually able to push up a lot. FCS
Using the
is making a
momentum,
really
Brookwood's
decent
actually-
push. They're oh my god! Explain what they just did.
Sorry, FCR. So basically, FCS, sorry, is using the current momentum to push the enemy team back into the spawn and push the kid to the last checkpoint.
They're
Using
just
the Rainmaker's explosive capacity in his range for keeping the enemy team from rushing in to claim the Rainmaker. But
This
both
could
teams are currently at a standstill, with Brookwood having 3 ultimates ready, never mind 2.
something I'm
with one down.
noticing is that Brookwood is actually using their quick spawn, and because it's nearby to the Rainmaker, to just instantly come back and defend it.
It's the best way to actually claim the prize, and we're switching PVs to another FCS member. That Splatoon replica, though, is amazing for keeping enemies in check.
It's
one of the
really been getting us some good plays.
It's one of the best Splatonas in the series for horizontal slashes as well as vertical slashes.
It looks like one of their players just tried to make a sneaky push.
Brookwood pushing back and claiming the first checkpoint of FCS using the Nautilus, keeping both teams in check.
Oh! Right
Use
out of the
current
triple
momentum,
splashdown.
They're actually trying to claim the lead.
They are trying to claim their momentum back, though.
FCS being absolutely throttled as they're being pushed back even further.
Let's see if he uses his. Oh, he does. Still doesn't get a pop out.
Whale
though.
being popped as he's trying to splat Poke it being splatted, while another dinosaur,
Oh,
Anonymous,
triple kill!
team wipe nearly, and they got the Nautilus in the corner. FCS regaining momentum, heads back to the enemy team, placing a wall to prevent being splatted.
That 52 gal, while having such a slow fire rate, has really good damage. Being able to, I'm pretty sure, two-shot.
And the range.
It has really good range.
It's best being used as a weapon to keep the enemy team in check.
Definitely.
FCS trying to regain momentum.
The only downside with it is that it has slow fire rate. But other than that, if you can master this weapon, it's crazy how good it actually is.
FCS pushing up with the whale.
Ah!
Gets flattened by the Tana replica.
Wow.
But
I mean,
still, FCS does not budge. And
this match gets almost even.
Preventing any coverage from Brookwood.
Using those walls to their advantage,
Switching our
just
point of view
preventing.
to Brookwood to try to reclaim the Rainmaker, but to no avail as Taco Splats gets splatted by the 52 gal.
We have been seeing the use of supers very well. Each team is very skilled with what they use.
The whale is absolutely being a menace.
It is.
Pushing the enemy team to certain locations that only get splatted by. With the current lead, FCS is going to take the lead as so far they're continuously going to push through with 1 minute remaining. FCS pops a whale to prevent Brookwood from reclaiming the Rainmaker.
So far, we still haven't seen any wipeouts. I mean,
Brookwood reclaimed the Rainmaker, pushing up, but to no avail as FCS is there to stand in the way. Juve gets splatted by.
And 2 of FCS's players are dead, but they just
Taco
respawn.
getting splatted by the auto rifle. Dinosaur popping ults.
That ink strike is really good. Whenever he
Brookwood
pops it,
pushing further with the Rainmaker.
There he
trying
goes.
to
I mean,
reclaim the lead
this isn't
within
even.
the last 10 seconds
I don't know
of
if
the
this
match.
is even anymore.
They retake the lead.
Oh no!
They almost claimed the last checkpoint, but to no avail. They get splatted by the slosh of the
I
enemy
mean,
team.
they still win.
But they
unless
take
they
the win, and
they
over.
win!
Brookwood
Woo!
wins. Brookwood takes the lead last seconds, and almost taking the last checkpoint. Scoring going to Brookwood.
Yeah.
94 to 65. That was a well game. It was a very good game.
I mean, that was a really close match. At the start, Brookwood made a decent push, but then they got pushed back by FCS. But then they were able to reclaim their momentum and just get that win.
Now both teams are evenly tied.
It is 1-1. At this point, it's even. There's no telling who could
Can
win.
we switch for the leaderboard, please?
Off topic. What's your opinion on the Switch 2?
No. As you can see, the MVP for this time for Brooklyn, it seems to be Magic Trash with a KD of 9. But overall pointage goes to Pokets. As you can see, the auto rifle is a very good maneuverability weapon, as well as quick and easy to spray down.
It definitely is. I mean, 5 try splashdowns, 4 colas, 7 ink strikes.
MVP goes to the your favorite weapon of that. It goes to the splatter shot by Potatoes. But his KD ain't looking too well. He only has a positive KD of 1.
I mean, yeah, it's their team is equally good. I'll say that.
Well, plus the ultimate kills, he has a positive KD of 5. So he's doing pretty well.
I don't actually believe those are ultimate kills. What I think
Oh,
they are,
ultimate
so
kill?
that's just the amount of time
Ultimate
you
pops?
pop it.
Well, with the amount of ultimates being popped, it's really good. As you can see, it makes a good turnover usage. Depends on how you use it.
I wish we could see what the abilities they have on their gear, because at one point when one person died, I was able to see for a split second that somebody had at least 6 quick revive or quick respawn.
But they don't stack.
They do stack.
Only up to 3.
It's not up to 3.
It's only up to 3 you can
It's
stack.
not up to 3.
Really?
It's not. It can go in. You can have as many.
But does that also waste how much skill potential you can use? Like if you have
It does, But if you're really good with a weapon, it just makes it so you can get back into the match quicker.
Honestly, it's good for frontliners. So,
Yeah,
because if you're
definitely.
trying to be an annoyance to the enemy team, but try not to get as many kills, you can immediately get out there as soon as you die.
Let's see what map they choose next. I mean, turf war. What map or what type of game
We're
mode are we
going
going
to
into
arena
next?
control.
Arena.
Some of the
Eh,
most popular ultimates for this one is going to be the Dolphin Rider, Dolphin Glider, as well as the
I
triple.
have seen that a lot in Splat zones.
A few other popular ones will be the Whale
Or Booyah
and
Bomb. Even Booyah Bomb. It's
Booyah Bomb's an immediate controller,
exactly.
but I have not seen any usage of it at all.
Exactly.
Right,
Yeah.
this game.
I mean, it can push back a whole enemy team as long as you put it in the right spot. And if they don't move, it's an instant wipeout. Because of that, people
Well, it
using
depends
it.
if the team is actually paying attention to when someone's popping a Booyah Bomb.
Yeah,
Because how
definitely.
they have to spam it.
Seems like. Who are we watching right now? We're watching.
I do believe we're still watching Brookwood.
Yeah, but who is the player we're watching?
I do believe it's probably a Goose. I do believe.
You think?
Yes, I do believe.
No. We're
Magic
watching Magic
Trash,
Trash. Huh, that's a funny name.
A Goose using the Splatana weapon. Dinosaur using the sniper rifle,
And we got a
Poke using the
Splatoon-matic.
auto rifle.
We have a Splatana, we have a Charger, a Splatoon-matic, and a Nautilus. I mean,
The score is currently tied with FRC taking the first match, FCS taking the first match, and Turf War with Brookwood following with Rainmaker. Where once this one would take the lead to 2-1, and depending on how the fourth match goes, it could be an immediate win or go to overtime.
definitely. Oh, we have... What map
The
is
current
it?
map is going to be Robo-Roman.
This
With how the
map...
map is utilized, we can see if Brookwood can push it back against FCS's oncoming onslaught.
Out of all the maps in Splatoon 3, this is probably one of my favorites, just because of the way it looks. Oh, and it looks
It's
like
got a very wide area, so it's going to be more turf to actually cover to reclaim the area.
Definitely.
As you can see, Brookwood taking the current lead, but absolutely getting taken by FCS, but still maintaining the lead until FCS surpasses it, using the slosher to keep Brookwood in control.
Let's see if Brookwood uses that Ink Strike. Oh, I think...
Ink gets splatted by Poke as they keep the lead.
Yeah.
FCS absolutely keeping control, trying to keep the zipline in check until they lose control.
Oh.
Brookwood with the Tri-Striker.
They're getting pushed back. Oh.
Crab Tank being ready to be popped off by the FCS. Trying to reclaim it. They use the Crab Tank to reclaim it, as well as trying to splat the enemy.
They're using their supers very effectively. I mean, without them,
Crab Tank
this
getting
match...
no splats at all, but still
Oh!
temporarily reclaims the
By the
field.
Splatana replica.
So what do you think they're trying to do, FCS or Brookwood?
Just honestly, just try to keep them away from the point. As long as they do that, it's look.
Is this trying to go to the enemy side to keep the enemy in check at their spawn? Absolutely flanking the enemy team.
I mean,
Brookwood's got
down
a good
to 62, they're gonna take the lead, and
Brookwood reclaims the lead from FCS, pushing them back towards the spawn. Crash Tank got to be popped by FCS.
FCS can't even get close to the point.
Crash Tank being popped, trying to splat the Splatana wiper.
Oh, why?
Now we go to the POV of the Splatana being wiped by the Crab Tank as they push from spawn. Oh, we're switching again. We're still on the Brookwood side. Sorry, I'm getting a little dazed.
Popping that support super is very helpful to your team because it gives you
being
increased
popped to
movement.
get the team boss as they try to reclaim the point, but FCS is trying to gain control. But they lost control. Let's see if they can reclaim it.
They've really been struggling to actually take control of this point.
Brookwood reclaiming it,
Finally, they
still in the
actually.
lead. The margin they have to close before they gain any more points is still a big margin, but slowly being ticked away at as they keep control, and they lost control to FCS again. But
Yeah.
still, we had that bonus modifier. FCS immediately splatting them as soon as they jump. FCS popping a crab tank to keep the enemy in spawn.
At this point, the match can go either way. It's whoever wins this will go be at 2 points, and then that'd be match point.
Brookwood pushing back FCS, but FCS trying to keep the line of defense, but they lose control. Three striker being popped. They reclaim. Brookwood regains control of the point, but they still have the lead. Let's see if they can keep the lead enough to lower the margin score so they have a larger margin.
Looks like we're changing to a different player. I mean, I believe this is still Brookwood that we're still watching.
No, we're going to FC. FCS.
Oh yeah, we are FCS
regaining
now.
control and pushing back onto the point. Control being contested right now, as you can see the slosher gameplay being.
Oh my gosh! By the triple ink strike.
By the order Splatana.
That triple ink strike is just it's an instant game changer.
Those miniguns are keeping the enemy teams in check.
Oh,
Nautilus
definitely.
is absolutely doing amazing work on FCS. I don't know the other name of the minigun, but he's really doing a good job. But he's being
looks like
pushed back
a heavy splatling.
FCS taking the lead once again.
I mean,
They're continuously keeping the lead and may go down to 0 here, having a knockout.
This
Slosher
might be
being
it right
pushed
here.
back
I mean,
and having to jump back to his teammate last
10.
second. They lose control.
They just
They
lost control.
regained
Oh,
control.
9, 8,
Pop the
7,
free strike.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
And we
1,
switch to
and
the
they
minigun for
win.
V, and FCS
And
takes the lead.
This is match after this. This could be match
Game 3
point.
and Game 4 is going to be tower control. We've seen FCS and Brook both do really well at tower control. It just depends on which teammate is going to use what weapon. Some popular choices for a tower control are usually snipers or minigunners, so you can keep the enemy in check as they push towards spawn.
I'm expecting to see some sticky bombs. I mean, those are just
Alright. And
we're
hello
back.
again. So currently we have a lead by FCS, the 2-1 to Brookwood. FCS winning both turf war as well as area control. We good? All right. Magic
Okay.
Trash. Their Brookwood's minigunner absolutely taking range on FCS, preventing them from pushing forward anyways. Anything to add to that?
I mean, like, definitely just being able to control an area is really effective. When you can't get to a certain place, it makes it impossible to actually do anything.
Yeah, I agree with that. The minigunners keep control of the arena, preventing any enemy pushes into the backside.
Yeah, with those miniguns in play, it just completely stops being. It makes it so the opposing team has to focus on you to be able to actually push up.
The only really counter to a minigun or a ranger is either going to be poke it with an assault rifle pushing up to absolutely destroy the minigun while they're trying to charge up, or another minigunner trying to outrange them.
With the heavy splatling, which is what I believe this person is using, it takes quite a while to get a full charge, but once you have it, it's really strong. It takes way too long to actually.
It's a very good backliner, as we're currently seeing. They're absolutely destroying the enemy team right now with the lead.
But then with the chargers, as long as you just sit back and just keep the enemy team at bay, it's also a really effective strategy to keep the whatever target you're trying to protect or keep.
Yeah. Potatoes was an absolute unit on the field with that.
They have been.
I do believe he was using the Splatana, the order Splatana. No, that was a Nanagoose. I'm sorry. A Nanagoose was an absolute unit, keeping the slosher.
Potatoes uses the splatter shot, which is a really well balanced weapon. High fire rate, decent damage, and
good accuracy.
Yeah, good accuracy. It doesn't have the best range in the game.
It's one of the starter weapons, so of course they want to give it some good, well-rounded stats because they're going to be new players.
Yeah, although it is technically still a starter weapon, I mean, there's 3 variants of just one.
If FCS wins the 4th match, they don't have to go into overtime. They reclaim the finals.
Yeah.
But if Brookwood wins tower control, they're going to go into one of the worst game modes in the game,
Oh
according to
no, Clam
majority
blitz.
of Splatoon players. Everyone agrees that they do not like Flame Blitz.
Yeah,
It's just
Clam
American
blitz.
football, but with more steps.
American football might not be the best comparison to it, but I mean,
I mean, you gather clams to absolute and turn it into a football to throw into the enemy's goal, and then throw the clams in. Hey, go, 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 go. We're, we're live right
okay, okay, whatever.
now. Bruh. Alright,
All right, looks like we're
and we're
gonna
off.
be starting soon. If FCS wins this, it's an automatic
Bruh.
claim of the. It's an automatically victory of the final.
Yeah. It's right over there. You're in the corner. Am I still in? Are we still on the stream?
Honestly, Jufus has been
Okay.
really
Okay.
good
Sorry.
with his weapon. He's been able to constantly keep the enemy team at bay while also making maneuverability easier for his
Drago
team.
using the Nintendo gun from back in the 90s, I believe.
I believe
Used
it's the
popularly in Duck
NES
Hunt.
Zapper, that's what it's called.
Yes, it's a doesn't it? Its ultimate is the cool fridge. So basically, it tries buffs to teammates. It's damage buff and
Listen to
and
that
the
crowd.
fire
They're
buff.
super excited for this match. I mean, this could go in anybody's favor. Especially
Once
tower
again,
control.
if FCS takes this game, they win. But as we've seen previously, FCS is an absolute unit when it comes to getting tower control.
What map is this, by the way? I don't actually.
I don't know either, actually.
This, I mean, it looks like we're under an oil rig of some sorts.
We can just call it Oregon. Sadly, we didn't get that at the time. Brookwood taking the tower and leading it to the enemy's
So
spawn.
it looks like Brookwood changed one of their players changed from what was it? What was it originally? What was?
Hmm?
I mean, one of them switched, so now they're using a roller. I believe that's the.
I think he used to be the minigunner.
I believe, yeah, I think he was a minigunner.
FCS is being pushed back into the spawn.
That
as the
shield was
Sultana gets
really good
control,
timing.
trying to lead the tower into a proper position.
I mean, it's good that Brookwood is actually making a push. If they don't win
on
this,
the
it's
defensive. Sorry.
nah, you're okay. It's, I mean, if
Zipliner.
yeah, if Brookwood wins this, it goes to basically overtime, and from there, whoever wins is the sole champion of the finals.
Well, not exactly. If Brookwood takes the lead, then they have one more match to do.
Exactly.
And so far, Brookwood's in the lead going into the first checkpoint of FCS's spawn.
They definitely really want to try to win this match, because otherwise it's over. So
I'm seeing more supportive two supportive roles on FCS's team, while none at all.
yeah, I
and,
mean, like, FCS
Brookwood.
just wants to win this. They will do anything for this win at this point.
The fridge is being an absolute buff. It's doing an amazing job to help the
But
team.
the try
Tri
ink
bomb
strike,
being cast, triple ink strike,
yeah, the triple
taking
ink
back
strike.
the tower control. Tower.
That is a
push.
complete game changer right there. As long as you throw it in the right spot before dying, it's an easy control point right there.
FCS is currently in the lead as they reclaim the first checkpoint.
Brookwood
of
is definitely trying to play more aggressively during this match, because otherwise they, like I said, they will not win the championships. They will have no chance after this.
No, this is the finals.
Well, yeah.
They're gonna get second if they lose. Brookwood taking the back,
Oh,
reclaim the backside behind the tower, preventing FCS from regrouping.
that roller player has been playing really aggressively and getting some really nice kills. And I mean, it looks like they're trying to take it back.
We're switching POVs to the
Ooh.
to the auto rifle user on Brookwood.
I believe
Brookwood on the
that
first checkpoint of FCs.
that is a
taking it.
Splatoon that he's using. A really nice, well-balanced weapon. It's not
We
the.
had a team wipeout.
I believe that's the first one of the
FCS
game.
using the momentum to push forward to reclaim the second checkpoint.
I mean, FCS has been really using those walls to their advantage, just stopping thin. This map
It's
has
good coverage to prevent
Yeah.
enemy fire from spotting them.
And from what I've been seeing, this map has very narrow pathways, which is just amazing to stop people from moving.
Brookwood regaining momentum, pushing back into FCS's turf.
I wonder if he's gonna use that triple ink strike anytime soon. I mean, he has it in his back pocket. It's an easy game changer right there. Like I said, I mean,
Brookwood's regained control of the tower, going back to the first checkpoint.
yeah.
They claimed the first checkpoint.
I mean,
Never mind, they have a marginal timer.
I mean,
They,
and I believe
Brookwood
we're going back
took
to
the first
FCS.
point.
Yeah, now
Never
we're in
mind.
FCS.
FCS
Another
stopped and
wipeout! Oh my god!
we didn't get a wipeout, did they?
Yeah, they just did.
Alright then. FCS using the momentum of wiping out Brookwood for the second time this match.
I mean,
Trying to reclaim the second checkpoint on
FCS
Brookwood's
has
turf.
taken the lead by quite a bit.
Brookwood Sniper taking out the Orca.
I mean, look at the time. Only 43 seconds left. As long as they can maintain this position, they win automatically. It
We
might
won't
go.
see a fifth match today, folks. It seems FCS is planning on using the momentum and defending the turf before the area control. They lose area
Wait,
control.
wait. They're actually
Brookwood
making a comeback.
Trying
Oh
to
my
get the
god.
checkpoint last second here. They lose
Wait,
the tower
oh
once
my
again from the triple
no.
ink strike.
Brookwood, you.
FCS pushing forward with the tower away from their own spawn to take more.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Sorry about that.
3.
Whale being caught by FCS, pushing the
one.
enemy team away. Overtime in effect. Whale hopefully pushing off the. Hold up.
They might
He started
actually
being
win this
killed
right here.
before he could do anything.
Wait.
They're trying to get the momentum, trying to win the last second. They get the last checkpoint.
No way.
They're going down. They're pushing up. Lightning gets
Right
slided.
there.
They
And
win.
they won.
FCS gets wiped out. Brookwood takes the game, having a two-way tie. The last
I mean, that
This is
match.
the last game here, folks. The last game will be Clam blitz.
I think we all thought that match was gonna end with
Brookwood
FCS
taking the
winning.
last second victory.
Definitely. I mean, they just held onto that tower with their life. Without it, they would have not. What's happening?
Both sides evenly pulling the weights.
I mean, yeah,
Very-
that was way too close of a match to actually tell. I was honest.
All right.
I was honestly thinking
So as
that.
you can see here, the current game's MVP is Magic Trash for Brookwood with the roller. He absolutely destroys opponents at close range. But for FCS's MVP, they have Tacos with the 52 cal, a good assault rifle with high DPS but slow fire rate.
Look at that! Look at that KD kill death ratio. 14 splats to 3 deaths. I mean, that's.
It's a very high positive at 11 positive at the moment.
I believe
But
that's
the
like
usage by FCS's usage of the buffing units of the NY Zap user, they kept using the momentum of the buffs to push forward with the tower control, but they still
Yeah, I
lost
definitely
in
saw
the
that.
last second.
I mean,
It could have done due to the fact they had no buffs in the last seconds and would get pushed back all at once.
yeah. I mean, it definitely looked like it was gonna go in FCS's flavor, but then they just made a comeback. Brookwood. I mean, good for them. It's this one final match point. Whoever wins this is the sole champion.
But we're looking at Clam Blitz here. It's mostly gonna be a neutral game. Each team trying to get a good starting point and good rush to the enemy's basket. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know how
mean,
to compare it to. If we're not
after
comparing
that-
it to American football, it's gonna be like basketball.
After that match, who do you think's gonna take home the trophies?
I'm rooting for FCS with how aggressive the gameplay has been. But Brookwood being the absolute underdogs of this game,
I kind of
getting
want to go
two
root for.
last-minute wins.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like, I think I'm gonna root for Brookwood because they have some really nice strategies. They're just an overall really good team.
Yeah, they're absolutely keeping FCS in check with the
Definitely.
usage of their ultimates. The triple ink strike
That
was an
triple ink-
absolute amazing ultimate for this. For a
The
power
utilization of the triple
strike.
ink strike has been crazy. I mean, being able to just completely push back an enemy team whenever you feel like it is crazy. I mean, at the end, that's what helped them win.
Yeah, because it's immediately take control of the tower, splatting anyone on the tower. As they push it back using the momentum, more ultimates get popped and they take the lead.
Yeah, definitely. And then like that momentum at the end, it like I've said this multiple times already. FCS looked like they were just gonna take that in the bag and just walk away with an easy win. But then out of nowhere, Brookwood came out with that with all their specials at once, basically, and just made a crazy push to survive.
The order ink ink Splatana. I don't know why I'm saying. I was about to say ink wiper, but
Uh huh.
Splatana. Order Splatana pushed the enemy team back as they tried to take the checkpoint. That's what really carried them in the last minutes. What I feel like.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the players who hold their weapons and know what they're doing definitely just like they know what they're doing, so they can help their team so much by actually making a decent push. And if you have survivability, it's also so helpful.
In that game alone, we saw a lot of ults being canceled out as soon as they got splatted before they could even
Yeah,
use it.
I
For
mean,
the Ink Strider, for that Ink Strider at the last minute there on Brookwood's team, he immediately got popped as soon as he glided next to the Slosher.
I mean, this last match can be very luck based depending on how the chips spawn. If they don't spawn good, if they spawn on the edge of the map, it's way harder to actually get to them. And just keep in mind, it's actually incredibly hard to actually break the barrier because once you have a football, after you get, I believe, 9 clams, it reveals your location to the enemy team at all times.
I do believe the current map is Robo Roman once more
Once more, oh,
for,
interesting.
for Clam Blitz.
Once again, this map is my favorite,
We
so
did see that earlier for Game 3 in area control. Let's see if they can use the same momentum they had then and take the win for the finals, FCS.
yeah, I mean, this map is gonna be this game is gonna be so even. It's without a doubt gonna it could be crazy the strategies that players develop just to be able to make it a win.
So popular ultimates for this mode is usually Whales, um, Restrider, 3 Triple Ink Blast, as well as the support Fridge.
I'm predicting that we're gonna see one of the shield bubbles because if you can pop it directly on the enemy base and just begin throwing clams into their basket, it's you're protected.
I feel like Shield Bubble would have been an amazing addition to the tower control because if you put it on the tower, it's going to move with it.
Yeah, I believe we did see that, or was that in no,
We
yeah, we
saw
did
a
see.
good
We did see.
utilization by Brookwood, but not as much as we should have had. If they probably used it more often, they could probably one easier.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the utilization was there, but they didn't exactly put it onto the tower, which makes basically a mobile shield, mobile home that you can't die in.
Mobile home.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a good protective barrier that comes with you. But with how easily it's canceled out by any minigunner in the back, but how rapidly fired the weapon is. Switching POVs now to the potato, I do believe, or it's pokets with the auto rifle has been a good assault user, absolutely pressuring the enemy team, making them go onto the defense.
Yeah, looks like they're just practicing right now while trying to select what weapons they want to use and chatting what strategies they might use
We've been
throughout this
seeing the
game.
most of the same weapons most of the time. I'm pretty sure it's their main options.
Definitely. I mean, as long as you're comfortable with the weapon, it can be literally any weapon. As long as you're good with it, it it can completely change how the game
So
goes.
for FCS, we're seeing Juke using the Slosher, Drago using the minigun, Tacos, sorry, not Poke It, Tacos using the auto rifle, and Potatoes using the splatter shot, the traditional weapon of choice.
He definitely has just been changing it back and
Can we switch
forth.
POV to the enemy team? Guess not. Alright,
What strategies do you think we're going to be seeing in this match?
a lot of area denial usage by Dragu with the minigun.
Oh yeah, definitely. As long as you can deny somebody an area, you can completely block them from getting clams, even getting a football.
As you can see here, folks, the rapid fire of the minigun they're using is pretty high. Can easily destroy shields.
But look at how long it takes to charge up fully. But I mean, he doesn't charge it full it up. He doesn't. He only charges up about halfway.
But the modifiers, if he uses Ink Saver, he doesn't have to keep uncharging it to
Oh,
regain ink.
oh, definitely.
And we're
Ooh.
starting. Clam Blitz is their game mode, and the arena is going to be Robo Roman.
Fill up the enemy's clam basket.
Here we go. Here's the FCS lineup. And we're seeing some of the same lineup with Magic Trash switching from a minigun to a roller.
Ooh, definitely. Where?
Dragu absolutely taking ink coverage at the beginning of the start using his minigun.
I mean, look at this match. It's so far a lot.
Q's already been splatted by both. Brookwood lost 2 already. Their assault rifle user as well as their katana user.
I mean, look at.
Fridge has been buffs been given out as they push up with one clam ball already.
There's only
Clam
one
ball
person.
being popped by FCS.
Oh, let's see if we
Taking
use
the
it.
lead,
Oh,
but
no,
it's
no
splatted
shield bubble.
quickly by Brookwood as they prevent them from taking any more points. Switching to Brookwood now as they
We got a
lost
kill
the
right
lead
there.
at the beginning of the match. But there's still a lot of time on our hands, so we can easily see a switch around.
Oh, definitely. I mean, who is that? Brookwood is currently winning by a lot.
FCS is winning.
Oh, it's FCS. My bad.
Brookwood having a triple ink strike ready on ult. But
Basically
I
all
think they're
times.
gonna
As long as you
wait
can
for
just get it down.
They're gonna probably pop it on center to prevent the enemy team from reclaiming.
Exactly.
And
You
they do it.
predict it. Really nice prediction from
Slosher
you.
keeping the enemy auto rifle in check, about to splat him, but auto rifle takes advantage from taking him from behind and killing him. Jumps to his teammates,
We already have.
has a football, gets ready to push up to the enemy goal.
If he can
Being
push
met
up
with
here,
opposition by the other enemy team as well.
their team actually has.
Brookwood has a ton of clams at the ready to be pushed in the enemy team's base.
But look at that. FCS is trying
Efforts.
to flank a little bit. If they can flank and get it and break their barrier, I mean, they might be able to just win it right there.
FCS on the defensive to prevent Brookwood from pushing up.
Yeah, definitely.
Brookwood jumping onto his ally there.
Look at the utilization of supers again. Like, I mean, I mean, oh my gosh.
But pushing them away, pushing them to an edge in an open area. They could have taken a bunch of shots there, but they didn't. He throws away the clam, the football. It seems he's about to pop a mid again.
Yeah, I mean,
FCS is sharking in the enemy's base. And we're switching to the slosher on the other side. The slosher is flanking the enemy team, trying to
look
prevent
at that
them from
slosher
using the ball.
chasing that
He goes into
the
the
Brookwood
enemy's
player.
team, but enemy's team base, but not too far. He's getting pushed back, and he's trying to keep the sniper in check with the with how the ink gets sprayed from the slosher.
Currently,
From the
each
arc.
team has 2 footballs on each side. One's not picked up, and the other is. I mean,
Slosher pops ult, trying to kill the enemy ball holders.
that's one
He
kill.
splats magic trash. He's
This-
trying to keep the football holder in
Oh,
check.
definitely. I mean, this what's it
Slashes
called?
magic trash again, and another
2!
kill.
Oh my god, that was a crazy double kill. Oh!
Splats Pokets.
I mean,
Jumps back to top with a quick maneuverability. Fridge is being popped with buffs, and he gets
and he
splatted
just
by
died. That
Anonymous,
kinda sucks.
getting revenge. Back to still on FCS. We're going to see how they try to keep Domino Roller killing Pokets.
it looks like FCS is just trying to
I mean,
stay
Talkers, not
defensive.
Pokets.
FCS doesn't even want to push up. They're kind of just staying in one spot
As long
defending.
as they keep, as long as they can stay right there and not let the enemy team score, they win. 1 minute on the clock here with the lead still remaining in FCS.
Even if their barrier does break, it wouldn't be an immediately win.
Brookwood, seeing the time, trying to go with a frontal assault
I
as
mean,
a time teams to take down in FCS's favor. Two have been lost on Brookwood's side. Brookwood casting a triple ink strike, but still
look at
down.
that. We have 35
Ink
seconds
strider
left.
being popped and killing the enemy FCS hold,
All it,
killing tacos on FCS.
all it would take was one wipeout, and Brookwood could
Brookwood using
easily
the
win
momentum,
this.
trying to regain control and going to the enemy's base to
But look at this,
throw
they're
the
actually making a
footballs in
decent
to the goal.
push.
FCS
Wipeout.
trying to prevent the footballs from getting anywhere close to being in a throwable range. Three artillery being popped.
We have 10 seconds
on
left.
the clock. Crab team being popped by FCS, preventing them from approaching at all.
Let's see where this goes. 3 seconds
And it
left.
seems
2
it's going to be
seconds left.
FCS's lead.
Oh,
Overtime being pulled.
They need to kill that player holding the Mega Clam or whatever it's called.
Brookwood flanking with the
Double
with the
kill.
football,
Oh,
trying
interesting.
to get it in, but getting
Oh,
a wipeout.
wipeout!
Brookwood absolutely.
Look at them, not even
being
moving anymore. They
dominated
know
by
they're gonna
FCS.
win.
Gonna lose
Look
here.
at them taking captures. They knew it.
Disrespectful, and FCS
Takes
the
that
game.
win.
They
Woo!
win the finals here with the good utility of the Ink Striders as well as the support bridges.
And for Brookwood, don't feel like they definitely had a good chance. And I feel bad for them losing, but at the end of the day, they still did really good and actually maintained their lead to some extent.
Tacos being the MVP here with the crab tank
No,
utilization.
Joof is the MVP.
Oh, Juve actually, my
Whoever's at
bad.
the top.
Tacos still has a high KD though, but Juve using the slosher and the triple ink strike took the lead in kills with a 15 positive, 22 kills to 7 deaths. On the enemy team, we have Anana Goose taking 13 kills to 10 deaths. A good, decent utilization of Ink Strider, but not enough to counter against Juve's Rampage.
And I believe that is it, correct?
Yes, I do believe so. Congratulations to FCS Innovation Academy for winning 2025 Splatoon 3 finals.
I mean, that was a really close match at the end. I mean, we saw some really good utilization of supers, subs, and even just weapons.
Yeah, especially from Dinosaur using his sniper to keep the enemy in check, but still not enough because Juke kept using the slosher to prevent them from fighting.
I mean, yeah. At the end, we just saw that FCS was just like playing defensively. They got one Mega Clam to break the blast and then just stayed at their spawn to make sure they couldn't.
Honestly, as soon as they got the lead, they just had to keep. All right.